music fans of all persuasions, welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. And we are now going to play our newish game that we now love to play. We call it the 3-track takeaway. It's quite simple, really. You have to imagine you're going to a desert island, or maybe you're going to be locked up in prison or whatever, but you're going to have a limited pick and not much else to do. And you're able to take albums with you. The only problem is you're not allowed to take the whole album. You're only allowed to take 3 tracks from the album to listen to during your period of exile or incarceration from the world. So it's as simple as that. So we're going to do it with our 5 debut albums that we picked in previous video. We picked some of our favourite debut albums of all time. So we're going to start with this. I'm going to start you off on this. I'm going to make you pick. Well, you picked Arctic Monkeys or the Stones first one. You couldn't pick between the two. I know the Stone Roses album, so I'll tell you what. We'll save the Stone Roses till last, and we'll perhaps both play with that one. But I'm going to make you pick your 3 tracks from the Arctic Monkeys. Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not. Did I get that title right? I think I did.
Yeah, I think right. I am going to go with. Oh, this is really hard. Fate Tales of Sound.
By the way, you only get 30 seconds to choose.
Oh, right, okay. I bet that you look good on a dance floor because they used to play it in Walkabout on a Saturday night. Me and my mate Bushpig would go mental for that one. So that one's going in there. Fate Tales of San Francisco. And I'm going to go with... I'm going to have to go with When the Sun Goes Down because that's another one that used to get me and my mate Bushpig on the dance floor. They're probably not 3 of the most in-depth tracks on the album, but they're the 3 I'm going to go with.
Okay, there you go.
It's hard to choose because they're the ones that mean most to me. If I was going to... So, that's probably a bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
So there we go. Yeah, they're my 3 tracks. That's what I'm taking.
Okay.
Sorry to the rest of them. Mardy Bum, etc. Oh, would I take Mardy Bum? Hey now, Mardy Bum. No, I'm going with what I've said.
Okay, there you
go.
Going
with what I've said.
So
right, so on to yours.
My first one was the debut by the Rolling Stones.
It was by the Rolling Stones. Now, do you have 3 tracks and do you have 30 seconds? Because your time starts now.
I listen to without. I mean, I like this whole album.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's a good fun album all the way through, but which could I listen to many times without getting bored when I'm on the desert island? I'm going with the opening track, Get Your Kicks On.
Harder than you thought.
Route 66, the opening track.
66.
Then I'm going to go for the Bo Diddley one, the long sort of Bo Diddley one, I Need You Baby, or Mona, as it's called. So I'm going Route 66, Mona. And then I'm going to take...
Hey, Mona.
Take that one. And then I'm going to have Mick Jagger at his campness with I'm a King Bee. I'm going with that. So I'm Route 66 and I'm a King Bee from the first Rolling Stones album.
Is there any tracks you need to apologise to for not taking?
For not taking them. This isn't one of those albums where it's got these super amazing killer tracks that are so great. You know, it's just a fun album of R&B and rock and roll. So I might... It's kind of a bit, it's not that hard, to be honest. I might be slightly... I quite like I do like their version of Chuck Berry's Carol as well. So that maybe I should have taken that. But I've gone with those 3. That will do nicely. So
we'll have to do a playlist of these tracks. Go on.
So the first album by Stereophonics.
Oh. When does my time start? Oh, God.
It started.
I'm going to go with... Oh, God. Billy Davis' Daughter. I'm going to go with Not Up To You. I love that track. Track. And I'm going to have to go with Traffic. Oh, and local... Oh, as mine says, Oakle Boy in the Photograph.
Okay.
They're the three, yeah. And they're all on side one as well. I wonder if this is worth any more for having the misprint, or whether they all had a
Who knows?
misprint.
Maybe they.
Nah.
Who knows?
I mean, it's a repress, and I don't think it's an original. So, but I would. I mean, a lot of this was recorded in Rockfield Studios, where obviously Oasis played and stuff, or recorded, and the Real World Studios as well, which I think is the Real People Studio. But yeah, they're the three tracks that I'm going for. Bit
Okay.
mellow, bit upbeat, bit thoughtful. This is where Kelly Jones is his lyrical best. He was the early door opener to Alex Turner from the Arctic Monkeys, of telling stories of local life. So that's what I'm going with. That's mine.
Okay.
Right, your next one was the Jimi Hendrix Experience,
The
wasn't
debut album, Are You Experienced, by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. So,
it? Yes.
I am going to take.
Are You Experienced?
Mine is maybe a bit predictable, but I'm going to go with. I'm going to take the picture. I'm going to Foxy Lady.
Foxy Lady.
And then I'm going to take. I think I've got to take Red House, the blues track. I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
And then what's my third one going to be?
What, you take that?
You see, there's fun
All I
here,
do
which
is
is fun.
is pray.
But I'm going to go
Hoping
with.
that I'll be a part of you again.
Well, I'm going to have something a bit longer to listen to, which is a bit fun as well. I'm going to go for his side epic, Third Stone from the Sun.
Third Stone from the Sun.
That's it. That's my three from the JHE.
Was it hard, or was that fairly straightforward? That one.
It was very straightforward. There's a few that I could have sort of could change, but that'll do. Yeah, I think that's pretty much. I'm happy with three.
Go on then. What's my next one up?
So your next one is the New Radicals.
This one. Ooh, baby.
Three songs you can take.
It's going to be. I hope I didn't just give away the ending, because that's got the legendary line of doing a porno film for Coke. I hear I'm big in Japan. Really love that song. You get what you give, because you can never tire of that track. It doesn't matter how many times you listen to it, you will never ever tire of it. And I will. It's a toss-up, because I really love the song Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too, and I really like the song Flowers, but I like the abnormalness of Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too. So I'm going to go with Jehovah made this whole joint. Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too. I'm going for that. So I'm going for You Get What You Give. Obviously the big and, well, I say the only single. They did release Someday We'll Know, but they'd split up by that point. Maybe You've Been Brainwashed Too, because that's quite dark and you can't really understand what he's saying. I think he does sing the line, the baboon, yeah, in it somewhere. And then obviously I'm going to take I Hope I Didn't Just Give Away the Ending.
Okay, so you did give away the ending, because you told us the last one,
which mentions the Beatles in it.
Okay,
it mentions the Beatles in that song as well, because he says I burned my Beatles records because she hated number 9. I did rock cocaine suckers. I think I'm doing fine, or something like that. The lyric is so.
Okay, so that's your
there
3 from New Radicals.
That's my 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It is like trying to sell puppies, isn't it? It's sort of.
Yeah, this next one's going to be hard.
Yeah, well, your next one is it the Pretend? It's Led Zeppelin.
It is. It's the debut
Led Zeppelin
from Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin 1.
I'm going to go.
So many good tracks.
I'm going to go with I definitely want to have "Babe, I'm Going to Leave You," because I really like that.
Yeah. I like that track as well.
Of the folk track. That on there for sure. I think I'm going to have. I can't. Surely, I've got to have Good Times, Bad Times. But then, I think I want to have Your Time Is Up with that long organ intro.
No.
Then it goes, your time's going to come. And then
I've heard you like a long organ.
and then I'm going to go with, finally, I think maybe it's either going to be the first or I could get them confused.
Is that because of the long organ?
Yeah, could be. Or I could go for, see, there's the closing track.
Did it leave you dazed and confused?
I'm going to go. I would like to have good times, bad times, but I'm going to go with the closing track. How many more times? So that's what I'm going with.
Can I take this big organ?
Yeah. Okay. With John Paul Jones's big organ, that is my 3 from Led Zepp. Okay.
I don't know why that's tickled me so much.
Right.
Let's get my glasses on straight.
I'm noting mine down. I hope you're noting yours down, because...
No, don't you worry, Phil. So I have got a brain like a bank. Once it's in there, it ain't coming out.
So your next one is...
Unless you withdraw it.
The album with the incredibly good-looking man on the front from Matchbox 20. Your lookalike on there, yeah. So, flipping heck. It's just the fact that you're in colour and he's in black and white, but apart from that, I can't tell my difference. So,
I know, and he's got a hat on. Well, Push. 3 a.m. because I once wrote a song called 5 a.m. I basically uplifted the title. So I'm going to go with Push, 3 a.m. And maybe Cody. Either Cody or Long. Tell you what. At times like this, what you should do is ask David Jason.
Time Del Boy.
What do you think I should do?
Is that supposed to be David? It doesn't look anything like David Jason to me. Oh, maybe a little bit, but
it's Del Boy.
Yeah, okay.
It does look like Del Boy, don't it?
Yeah, but I suppose very early.
He's now in the Beatles. Yeah. But this is what he was wearing when he fell through the.
Cool. It's
through the bar.
Yeah.
So I am going to go with, because obviously the big tracks on it were Long Day, Real World, AM, Push, 3 a.m. Push, but I'm going to go with the song Cody. So Cody, 3 a.m. and Push.
Okay.
They're my trois, my mange de trois. Is that the right word?
Right.
Something like that.
So
should have asked Del Boy. He knows French.
Yeah. So my next one is Chrissy and the Boys.
Oh yes, Pretenders. What are you going for?
This is quite difficult because, okay, I'm going to go with the cling track, Mystery Achievement. That's going on there, okay?
Right. Because I'm not overly au fait with this album, so...
Go with that. I'm also going to go with the biggest hit from the album, which is Brass in Pocket. I'm going with Brass in Pocket, okay?
Yes, I do remember. I remember that track.
I always liked Brass in Pocket. Because the other great single on here is Kid, but I'm going to go with that. Am I going to go with another? I might go with first 3 tracks is a really difficult one to pick from. I'm going to go with.
Remember, whichever ones you don't pick will get shot.
I'll go with the opening track, Precious, but it could. There's a few that could have been on there, but I'm going to go with Precious, Brass in Pocket, and Mystery Achievement.
It is really hard, isn't it? It's Oh, did I tell you this came the other day? I think I did, didn't I? Send you I got my 7-inch single of Supersonic.
Now, talking about that, I think, have you got a pen and paper hand? Because I think what we should do now,
at my desk.
because with these top two, We both know the
Yeah.
Oasis first album well, and we both know the Strokes album well, don't we? I think. Is that fair to
Yes.
say?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think we should both write down from the Oasis album our three and compare them. You up for that?
Yeah. Yes. So we're going to go for Oasis first.
Yeah. Your three
Right.
favourites
Okay.
from Definitely Maybe.
You're right. I can do this. So,
Tonight you're a rock and roll star. You're up in the sky until someone says "Bring it on." And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
you're going to be.
I forgot this version. Obviously, 'cause this is the vinyl. It's got a sad song on it. Not that that's going to
You could include
break
that.
into
I guess
my.
you could include that if you wanted, but I don't think it probably won't break into it, will it?
This is actually really hard. I hate my life right now because I love the punkiness of Bring It On Down. You up in the sky, learning to fly. So it's almost, yeah. I think I've got my three. I think I'm not that happy. I am happy with my three because I think they're three great tracks. But I kind of feel like I might be missing out on
On some
something.
others.
But
Mm.
yeah, but they are
Okay.
great tracks, and I could quite easily swap one of them out for Married with Children or Up in the Sky.
Yeah. I've gone for three, which is a bit of an unconventional three, probably, for most people.
Well, that's
maybe.
what I was thinking. Should I go for an unconventional three? But I haven't gone for an unconventional three.
Okay, let's have
And there's
your
my
three.
three.
Your three
Slide
are...
Away,
Yeah.
Supersonic, and Live Forever.
I like it because you've chosen three totally different to me. But yours is probably the connoisseur's choice. They probably are the three.
Yes.
Arguably, it's a better three than mine.
I'm interested to see yours because
I just feel like I could enjoy listening to these quite a lot while I'm locked up in the prison or whatever, and I haven't.
You will be in prison.
Going with, I've got where we are. I've got Bring It Up in the Sky, and Cigarettes and Alcohol.
Cigarettes and Alcohol. Yeah, I love Bring It On Down. That was originally going to be the first single, but obviously
I've always
wrote Supersonic.
Yeah, I've always really liked Bring It On Down since the early days.
Yeah,
but,
it's got a very punky feel to it.
And Up in the Sky, I just feel that maybe it's been a bit neglected, so I feel like I could have that because I'm not as overheard it as much. And Cigarettes and Alcohol was played a lot as well, but I just feel that I'm feeling a bit good for that today. The others, although for me, Live Forever and Slide Away probably the greatest songs on the album. I just feel like something a bit different. Right.
Probably two of the great songs of the 90s.
Yeah, so The Strokes. Is this it? Well, yeah, this is it, because we've got to write down our...
This is it, yeah.
Your three-track takeaway.
Because Take It or Leave It, I really do like that. I mean, it's been a little while since I've listened to this song, this album. I'm trying to remember what the Modern Age goes like.
Up on a hill is where we begin this little story.
Sounds like the bloody Beatles. No, I think I got my three, because the first thing that came to mind, and the first thing I sort of... Obviously, one of the tracks, which I really used to like, which obviously got taken off because of September the 11th, was New York City Cops. I like the raucousness of New York City Cops.
It's only taken off in America, of course. It was on the album over here.
Yes, it was, yeah. But I did really like that song, but obviously is it still... I feel a bit sort of...
You're allowed to choose it. You're also allowed to choose the American track when it started if you wanted to have that, but that was a B-side.
Right, okay.
Because it was on the album in America, you can have that as well if you want, but...
I've left New York City Cops off because I don't want to pay New York City Cops any disrespect, but it is a great track.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to put the Modern Age on, but what I've gone for is the opening track. Is This It? I don't know why, but I really like it, and I've gone for Last Night.
Yeah, which is
Last
great.
night, she said, and
Yeah.
Someday.
Ooh, it's a good 3, and it's different.
Someday,
And it's totally different to my 3, but it's a good 3. I've
Oh,
gone.
is it?
I've
Hard
gone.
to explain as well.
That's good. See, I've gone with the Modern Age,
Barely Legal.
even though the
Yeah.
modern Age, the original version, the original single version, some people prefer that recording because it's 2 different recordings. Some people think the album version is not as good,
Yeah.
but I still think it's good. And that was the first song that really turned me onto the Strokes, so that's why that had to really go on there for me.
Turn me on, man.
The other one I've chosen is Hard to Explain, because I've always really liked that track. And it's hard to get bored. Hard to get bored of Hard to Explain. So I've gone with that.
Yeah.
And then I have decided to go with New York City Cops because I do like.
See, I would have put that in. Yes, I do like. I like the sort of.
I like the way he goes. Yeah, he goes quite crazy on that one, doesn't he? And I also like the start where I also like the vocal at the start where he's talking and he says, "I can't. What is it? Is it that he doesn't know the tape's rolling or something? Or he can't really. He says something. I've forgotten what it is now, but I haven't heard it for a while. But I do really like New York City Cops. So there we go. That's my 3 from the Strokes. So all we have is pick 3 tracks from the Stone Roses debut album, which you mentioned earlier on.
We do. You've got down here.
That's not easy, is it?
No.
This is my word. I need to look it up on here in case I've forgotten.
Oh, this is so hard.
On here. I'm just looking it up now.
Batman, bye. This is the one. This is the one. I am going for. Now you have to excuse my handwriting because I'm sat in my living room. I've got the patio door wide open. It's now 9 o'clock at night, and I'm bloody cold. I'm gonna go. No. So let me just make sure. This is another one of those albums that I might not play for a long time, and then when I do, play it, I'm like, why don't I listen to this more often? Fantasize when the streets are burning. No, right, I've got mine. I've got. I'll shoot you down. Right, I've definitely got mine. Yeah. Oh no, we're there. Oh no. Oh. Oh no.
It's not an easy one.
Oh no. Oh, Philster, this is horrible.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what mine's not going to be. It's not going to be a track that's running on a backwards tape. Right? It's not going to be that for me. Okay. And it's not going to be a little folk ditty that lasts less than a minute. It ain't going to be that as well.
What, Elizabeth, my dear?
Yeah, but there's a few there that are a bit interchangeable.
Oh, God, I hate my life. Can't we have our top 5 of this album?
No, you got to have 3. 3-track takeaway, and you've already had long enough, so let's hear them.
Oh, can't you go first?
Do you want me to go first? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going first with a Stone Roses track that I've always really liked, and I've never really got bored of it. Maybe some people have, but I haven't, and that is Waterfall. Okay.
I love Waterfall. That's the one I've just been going,
so I've got that on there. The next one I've chosen, and this is mainly for the guitar playing, but it's got to be I Am the Resurrection. So I've gone for that. the full-length
I
version.
am the resurrection, and
And
I am
particularly
alive.
for the second part of it, really, the instrumental part more than the
Yeah.
actual song, to be honest. But then,
The album closer.
and then I'm going for, this was difficult because Made of Stone could have been up there, and She Bangs the Drums could have been up there. And in the end,
Yeah.
I just kind of, again, this track doesn't get boring, and I like the sound of it. And it's an interesting track because it's starting off the album with a minor key song, but it's I Want to Be Adored. So I've gone for I Want to Be Adored. So that's my 3. So it could have been others on there,
Well,
but that's what I've gone for.
well, God, this.
And I like the way
I've
it builds
gone
up.
with I Want to Be Adored.
Yeah. I like the way it builds up at the start as well.
I want to be adored.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of fuzzy sort of feel that it has to it. Then I've gone for Made of Stone.
Yeah, great track, of course.
But the future's mine.
Yeah.
We're all out of
And you've
time.
gone for She Bangs the Drums as well.
No, that
You
is, and
You just sang She Bangs the Drum.
yeah, I know, but I really want to put that in. But I've put a little mark next to I Am the Resurrection. But
So
I
what
do
did you-
love She Bangs the Drum because the bit where he sings about the past was yours and the future's mine, that
Yeah.
was one of the things that always sticks in my mind about when I got made redundant from my engineering apprenticeship.
Oh, right. Well,
That was
we were close.
yeah. So I that was actually harder than I thought it was going to be. Because there are a lot of good tracks on there, but it is that line from She Bangs the Drum. The past was yours, but the future's mine.
Well, that's that's what you've really chosen,
I-
then, isn't it? You've chosen I Want to Be Adored, She Bangs the Drums, and Made of Stone. Those are your 3, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
So there we go. So that's it, viewer. Those are our 3 track takeaways from those particular.
We should put a playlist. We should do a playlist.
We'll
of
stick
these
a playlist
tracks.
in there. We'll stick a playlist on there.
Yeah.
So the
Don't
comments
hate me for my choices.
The
but...
comments section, as ever, is fully open for you to abuse us, ridicule us, and downright disagree with us and tell us we've got it completely wrong. Welcome all of those comments, as ever.
We do. We enjoy them, don't we, Phil? Still, we actually enjoy the comments.
Yeah.
We even message each other and go, "Oh, someone's commented."
Yeah.
You know, so and if you know anybody who might like 2 absolute dorks talking absolute nonsense for half an hour, a couple of times a week, then forward it on to them, especially if you don't like them, and get them to subscribe. Even if they never watch us, just subscribe so we can go to all our friends. We've got all these subscribers. You might never watch. We don't care. As long as we see those numbers climbing. Isn't that right, Phil? We're all about the numbers these days.
All about the ego and the numbers. That's all we want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Validation.
We need our ego. Yeah, we want one of those YouTube things behind us made out of tin that says, you've got 112 subscribers. And you can get us there with your friends, family, and people you don't like.